course, the big difference is Caitlin Clark. I think she should be up for MVP. Rookie of the Year, foregone conclusion.
A'ja Wilson, 27.5 PPG, 12.1 RPG, 52.6% FG. Caitlin Clark, 18.7 PPG, 8.4 APG, 5.6 RPG. On paper, it seems clear, but Dan Patrick argues there's more to MVP than stats alone. Let's break down why he thinks Clark deserves consideration. Dan Patrick's take on the WNBA MVP race has caught many off guard. He's challenging the conventional wisdom that A'ja Wilson is the clear frontrunner. Instead, Patrick suggests we need to look beyond the box score to truly understand a player's value. This unexpected stance raises some intriguing questions. What exactly does Patrick see in Caitlin Clark's performance that makes her a worthy MVP candidate? And how does her impact on the Indiana Fever factor into this equation? As we dig deeper into this debate, we'll explore the nuanced nature of determining value in professional sports. It's a conversation that could reshape how we think about MVP selections across all leagues. While the debate rages on, A'ja Wilson's season stands as a testament to basketball excellence. What if we told you she's not just having a great year, but potentially the greatest statistical season in WNBA history? The evidence is staggering, and it could change how you view this MVP race. A'ja Wilson's performance this season has been nothing short of extraordinary. Her player efficiency rating, PER, of 36.66 isn't just impressive, it's record-breaking. This figure surpasses the previous WNBA record of 35.04 set by Lauren Jackson, cementing Wilson's place in the annals of the league's history. But PER is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Wilson's dominance. She's averaging 27.5 points, 12.1 rebounds, and shooting an efficient 52.6% from the field. These numbers paint a picture of a player who isn't just contributing, she's controlling games from start to finish. Wilson's impact extends beyond individual statistics. Her presence on the court has been instrumental in Las Vegas Aces' continued success as championship contenders. She's not just putting up numbers, she's leading her team to victories and positioning them for a deep playoff run. The basketball world has taken notice of Wilson's exceptional season. ESPN's Elle Duncan, a respected voice in sports media, has gone as far as to say that Wilson has effectively wrapped up the MVP race.
That A'ja Wilson, this is not a team MVP award. This is not who's the most valuable player to their respective team. This is who is the best player in the WNBA.
This bold statement speaks volumes about the level of play we're witnessing from Wilson this year.
And A'ja Wilson is not only the best player in the WNBA this season, her numbers bear that she's the best player right now that we've seen in the WNBA like ever.
What makes Wilson's case for MVP even stronger is her ability to dominate in multiple facets of the game. She's not just a scorer, she's a defensive anchor, a rebounding machine, and a shot-blocking threat. This versatility makes her invaluable to her team and a nightmare for her opponents. Wilson's achievements this season extend beyond the WNBA court. She set a new WNBA rebounding record and was named MVP of the Olympic tournament, leading the U.S. team in both scoring and rebounding. These accolades demonstrate her ability to perform at the highest level on any stage. When we look at the traditional criteria for MVP selection, Wilson checks every box. She's putting up historic numbers, leading her team to success, and consistently outperforming her peers. Her statistical dominance combined with her team's success makes a compelling case for her to repeat as the league's most valuable player. As impressive as Wilson's numbers are, there's a newcomer who's making waves in ways that statistics alone can't capture. What if the most valuable player isn't the one with the best stats, but the one who's changing the entire landscape of the league? Caitlin Clark's rookie season presents a compelling case that's almost impossible to ignore. Caitlin Clark's debut in the WNBA has been nothing short of extraordinary. With averages of 18.7 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 8.4 assists per game, Clark has established herself as a force to be reckoned with. But it's her post-Olympic break performance that truly showcases her potential, as she's elevated her game to an even higher level, averaging 24.6 points, 9.0 assists, and 5.0 rebounds per game. The impact of Clark's arrival on the Indiana Fever cannot be overstated. After years of struggling, the team has experienced a remarkable turnaround, posting a 6-1 victory since the Olympic break. This resurgence has put the Fever in contention for their first playoff berth since 2016, a testament to Clark's ability to elevate her teammates and transform the entire franchise. Michael Thompson, a former NBA player, has presented a compelling case for Clark's MVP candidacy. He argues that Clark is the best guard in the WNBA and leads the league in points scored and assisted. Thompson emphasizes Clark's role in taking the worst team in the league and turning them into a solid playoff contender. Perhaps most notably, he points out the dramatic increase in attendance with Clark on the team, from an average of 8,000 to 15,000 spectators. Clark's rookie season has been described as historic, and for good reason. Her performances have not only raised the level of play among her teammates, but have also established her as one of the premier playmakers in the league. Despite facing significant defensive pressure, Clark has shown a remarkable ability to create scoring opportunities for both herself and her teammates. The excitement surrounding Clark extends beyond her on-court performances. Her presence has reignited interest in the Indiana Fever, turning them into a competitive and watchable team. This transformation speaks to Clark's value not just as a player, but as a catalyst for change within the entire organization. The WNBA MVP debate between A'ja Wilson and Caitlin Clark is forcing us to question everything we thought we knew about player value in professional sports. As we dig deeper into this controversy, it becomes clear that the traditional metrics for determining an MVP may no longer be sufficient in capturing a player's true worth to their team and the league as a whole. At the heart of this discussion is the concept of value itself. Historically, MVP awards have been heavily influenced by individual statistics, with players like Wilson setting new benchmarks for excellence. Her record-breaking player efficiency rating and dominant presence on both ends of the court make a compelling case for her MVP candidacy based on the traditional criteria. However, Clark's impact on the Indiana Fever and the WNBA as a whole introduces a new dimension to the MVP conversation. While her rookie statistics are impressive in their own right, it's her ability to transform her team's fortunes and generate unprecedented fan interest that truly sets her apart. The Fever's dynamic turnaround since Clark's arrival, coupled by the significant boost in game attendance, highlights a form of value that extends beyond the box score. This shift in perspective challenges us to consider whether the most valuable player is necessarily the one with the best individual statistics, or if there's more to the equation. Clark's ability to elevate her teammates' performance and reignite interest in a struggling franchise suggests that value in sports might be more multifaceted than previously thought. The media's role in shaping this narrative cannot be overlooked. The increased focus on Clark's candidacy despite Wilson's statistical dominance reflects a growing recognition of the importance of factors like team impact and league growth. This media attention not only influences public perception, but could potentially sway MVP voters to consider a broader range of criteria. As we grapple with these competing definitions of value, it's worth considering how this debate might reshape future MVP races across all sports. Should league-wide influence and the ability to grow the game be weighted more heavily than traditional statistical achievements? Or is there a way to balance both aspects when determining the most valuable player? The Clark vs. Wilson MVP debate serves as a microcosm for larger conversations about how we evaluate athletic excellence. It challenges us to look beyond raw numbers and consider the intangible ways in which players can impact their teams, their sport, and their fans. This evolving perspective on player value could have far-reaching implications for how we recognize and celebrate athletic achievement in the years to come. As we've seen, the WNBA MVP race between A'ja Wilson and Caitlin Clark has sparked a fascinating debate about the nature of value in sports. Wilson's record-breaking statistics make a strong case for her candidacy, while Clark's transformative impact on the team and the league challenges traditional metrics. Dan Patrick's argument that Clark has been the most valuable player in the history of the WNBA, monetarily speaking, highlights the need to consider factors beyond individual performance. This debate encourages us to critically examine how we evaluate player impact and what truly constitutes value in professional sports. As we look to the future of MVP selections, we're left with a thought-provoking question. How might we expand our understanding of value in sports to include more than just individual statistics? The answer could reshape not only how we choose MVPs, but how we perceive and celebrate athletic excellence across all sports.